We are entering that time of the year where we're talking about our favorite books. Today, I'm going to be talking about my 5 favorite graphic novels of 2023. I'll be nominating all of these books for the Nerdy Book Club Award list for the year. So be sure to go to the Nerdy Book Club, nominate your favorite books. And if you're watching this after Christmas of 2023, go to the Nerdy Book Club and check out which books won Nerdy Awards. It's probably my favorite award list of the year because it's chosen by readers that teach young children. It's an amazing list. And I bet all 5 of these make it because these books are phenomenal. So here we go. My 5 favorite graphic novels of 2023. Remy Lai's Ghost Book about a girl named July who sees ghosts. Her dad doesn't believe her at all that she sees ghosts. Like, no, you don't see ghosts. And she does though. And there's like dad's not being completely truthful. I'm just gonna drop that little tidbit. You find out later in the book about that. But she saves this ghost. I can't say like she saves the ghost's life because it's a ghost, but she saves this ghost's life, this boy, and then they kind of like become like connected in a way. And then she wants to like return him to his body so that he can live. But then you learn like how they're connected. If he comes back to life, then it would affect her life. Blew my mind. This underworld of ghosts. This book, I didn't expect to like love this book. I'm not a ghost guy. I'm not like a Goosebumps reader. I'm not into anything scary. Not that this is scary, but I was blown away. I loved it. Let's show you a little bit inside. You probably like to see that when you're reading a graphic novel. Yeah, phenomenal. Those Stranger Things readers in your class, yeah, probably for them, but just about everybody I think would love this book. So good. Remy Lai, Ghost Book. Number 2, Cherie Miller's Curl Friends, New in Town. I learned that these 4 girls are all going to have a book. So this Curl Friends series is going to be a 4-book series, kind of like that Babysitter's Club, right? Like different characters each story. And this first one's about Charlie. She is new in this town. Her dad is retired military, and they're trying to settle down for the first time. She's so excited for her first day of school, and she's just like gotta have the right fit. She's been looking at magazines, trying to get the right fit. Got her hair done all while trying to wear contacts, even though she doesn't really have a clue how to do it. And on her very first day, she goes in and look what happens. Slips, falls, bucket of water all over her. Everything is a disaster. Through this unfortunate event, she does make some great friends, and they kind of have some fun adventures. And I really think that this is going to be the next great graphic novel series, Curl Friends. I cannot wait for all 4 of these to exist. I will be buying multiple copies of each one. So be sure to check out Curl Friends if you haven't already. Great for that 5th, 6th, 7th grade readers. Next up is Hoops by Matt Tavares, an amazing story of this girls basketball team in this Indiana town right when Title IX happened, and schools started to have to give female sports the same attention that they gave male sports. And this is like based on a true story, right? And I've said this every time I've talked about this book online, which is a bunch this year because I love this book so much, is this basketball team is in the town that our gym teacher at my school grew up in, and he went and watched this team play when they were making this amazing run in the state tournament when he was in like kindergarten or 1st grade. So I love book talking it that way to my 5th graders because they adore our gym teacher. An amazing book, watching these girls overcome the school not really taking care of them, not really having the respect that they should for this new sports team, to the point where they're like having to just wear white t-shirts and put tape on them to have numbers. Phenomenal book. Kids love it. It's awesome. Dan Santat's A First Time for Everything, a memoir of his hike trip that he took in like 8th or 9th or 10th grade to Europe, like this school trip that he took. It just won the National Book Awards. It's obviously one of the best books written for young people this year. Phenomenal book. As a child growing up in the 80s and 90s, it was just like coming home. Could not get enough of it. Watching this young Dan overcome a pretty traumatic event, giving a speech in front of kids at school, to this wild trip where they do all kinds of things that, kids don't usually do, and parents aren't really wanting them to do, but just like the freedom and the growing up. It's awesome. Beautiful coming of age story. Meets a girl. Check it out. It's so good. And then finally, Mexikid. Wow, a graphic memoir. Pedro Martin tells the story of growing up in a family where half of the children were born in Mexico, the older kids, and the younger kids were born in America. And so so they, kind of have like this line in the family. It's interesting, but they're going down to Texas in this Winnebago in a car to pick up their grandfather, the legendary in the community grandfather, and bring him back to live with them in the United States. And the adventures they go on, it's just like such a fun journey. And the art in this book is just captivating. I love it. I love this book so much. So check out Mexikid, one of the best books, any kind of book. Graphic novel, though, kids are going to read it. Your kids are reading all the graphic novels. And maybe there's one in here that you haven't purchased, or one in here that you haven't read. I'll put a whole list of these books in the description of this video so that you can go buy all of them because they're awesome. You probably know a reader that I'm guessing that you can think of a reader in your life during at least one of these book talks. I hope so. Those are the 5 books that I'm nominating for the Nerdy Book Club's Best Graphic Novel Books. I'll put a video too in there to show my favorite middle grades that I recently nominated as well. So many great books this year. Hope you're finding awesome things to read. My name is Colby Sharp. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you have an awesome-tastic day.